It is used to round up the capabilities of NumPy, SciPy and Matplotlib. The word pandas is an acronym and is derived from Python and data analysis. It means that pandas are used in Python for data analysis. Is pandas an alternative to NumPy, SciPy and MATLAB? No. It is built on top of NumPy. This means that NumPy is required by pandas. SciPy and MATLAB, on the other hand, are not required by pandas, but they are extremely useful. So we will use NumPy, we will use MATLAB, both when we are performing operations using pandas. Pandas is a software library written for the Python programming language. It is used for data manipulation and analysis. It provides special data structures and operations for the manipulation of numerical tables and time series. We have already seen what exactly Panda is when I had given introduction on the various libraries used, which are externally used for performing operations in Python. First, what we'll do, we'll have, as it is external library, we'll have to import it. So how will we import? Import pandas as alias, that is PD. So every time we will not write pandas, we will just write PD. Now, when we are importing pandas, we need some file to be created which can be read by pandas. So there are two ways in which we can get the file. One is by finding it where it is located, or by keeping the file in the current working directory. First, I will import pandas. I will run this code. Now this is importing pandas. Then find out your current working directory. So where exactly are we saving this? Where is the current working directory? So for that we need to import OS, that is operating system. So print os dot get current working directory, and now we'll see that this is busy in importing pandas, so it will take some time. After this is done, yes, now it is done. Now we can run this. In case you are not able to import OS, then I will make a small video again, in which I will tell you how to import this OS operating system. So we can see now that all our files are now in C user admin. If I want to import a file, like this is the file employee.data.csv. This I have kept in C user admin. So I will go there. So first have to save your file in, if I go here, C user admin, and if you see, there is a file employee data. This one, employee data, and it is CSV file, comma, separated value file. I will open this file for you. So this is one way, and this is called as relative path. We can import the file by using the command data is equal to, what is data? Data is the variable name that we have given, data equal to PD is pandas dot. Now by now you are familiar with this PD, PLT, NP dot. So every time when you are using that library, we have to use that short form of that PD dot. So basically what we are doing, we are reading the CSV file. So read underscore CSV, and what is the name of the file? In parenthesis in code, employee underscore data dot CSV. So this is the file. can see this is the file, and name of the file is employee underscore data, and I have saved it as a CSV file. You can import this and then print data dot head. This will print the data which is in the CSV file. So you can see this is the data in the CSV file. It has got head says employee tag. So this is name of the employee or tag. Then salary, second column, third column is age, fourth column is weight, and fifth column is diabetes. So these are the columns. So this way we can import the file in Python. Now if I don't want to read all the rows, there are 25 rows. I don't want to read all the rows. Then instead of data dot head, I will type the command data dot head and close parenthesis. Now with this close parenthesis, we are getting the data for all the columns, but only for 5 rows, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, that is 5 rows. Pandas are 0 index, so this is first row, second row, third row, fourth row, and fifth row. So if you see, the first row is ABC, salary is 45,000. We'll see here. ABC, salary is 45,000. I will also show it to you in Excel sheet. The first row is ABC and salary is 45,000. So this way you can import the file. Now when you are specifying a close parenthesis, it means that it will import 5 rows. If you want only 2 rows to be imported, then instead of this close empty parenthesis, you will type 2. So with 2, it will import 2 rows, but then the 2 rows will be indexed as 0 and 1. This is 0 index, this is 1 index. Similarly, if you want to see the last few rows, then you can use this. Here we have used head, here we will use tel. So data dot tel and 2 rows. Now which file are we opening? We are opening this file employee underscore CSV. But then we are not writing it anywhere. Yes, because the name of this file employee underscore data dot CSV is now data. So we have given this name data to this file. So every time we are using data, so you can see here data dot tel, and in empty parenthesis, in the parenthesis I have written 2. So 24th and 25th last entry, that is JKL and HDS. You can see it here. JKL and HDS are the 2 entries, which are the last 2 entries. Then if I want to see the number of rows and columns in the data set, the command is data dot shape. If you remember, in array also we have used shape to find the rows and columns. So here 26 rows and 5 columns. Then if you want to see number of rows only, then the number of rows is indexed by 0 and columns are indexed by 1. So if you use data dot shape 0, we will see how many rows are there, 26. And if you use data dot shape 1, then you will see how many columns are there. There are 5 columns. If you want to select the first 2 rows, 0 to 2, that is 0 and 1. 0 to 2 means 0th row and first row. So first 2 rows are displayed. If you want to see the second and third row, second row is this, and we will run this. So this is 0th row. This is actually first row, this is second row. Now if you want to see second and third row, so second, third and fourth. So 1 to 4. So 1, 2, 3. This is 1, this is 2 and 3. If you want to 3, second, third, actually it is second, third, so I will write 3 here. 3 and now execute. So you can see now second and third row. Select if you want to see the only third row only, then this is the third row and it can be seen by starting from second, and this third is not considered, so second row only will be displayed. Second index, that is third row, will be displayed. Then to select the first two elements of the first two columns, we will use data dot iloc and 0 to 2, 0 to 2. So this is for rows and this is for column. We'll run this. So for first and second row, that is 0 index and 1 index, first index, and only two columns, 0th column and first column. So you can get the entry of the Excel sheet in columns as well. Then to select the 5th to 8th element or rows. So 5th to 9th, so 5th index, 6th index, 7th index, 8th index, and columns 0 index, 1 index, 2 index, 3 index. You can consider this much data only and prepare a next file and make it and save it in a new file. And then if you want to perform some operation on this data, only this data, suppose these many rows and these many columns, that can also be done. We will save this in a new file and then we will perform operation on that file only. That is also possible. This is one more command here. Data iloc 5 to 9, 1 to 3. In this data, I have taken salary and age column, and I have taken data 5th index, 6th index, 7th index, and 8th index. So data iloc these many rows and these many columns, and I have saved it in a new file, salary underscore age. If I remove this, say, and now if I run, it is run, but it is not showing the output. For it to show output, I will have to ask it to show salary underscore age, or other ways to use print salary underscore age, and we will get the data in the file which we have created out of the file employee underscore data. Now if you want to print these things, print data, select the first row of the first file, select the first three elements of the variable y and z, select the first element of the variable y and z. So variables is denoting column here. So there are three codes written, and the three codes will have three different output. If you see here, the first code is showing 0 to 2, that is all columns 0 to 2, that is 0 index and 1 index. Then the next command is showing data.log 0 2, that is starting from 0 to 2, and it is showing only two columns. And here you can see it is showing the details of the first indexed employee. DEF is the first index employee and its detail. Now /n, \n, can work to print it in the next line. So I have given